Hey guys, it's Ray here from RWilco12 and EpicDroid.com, and we're here today to do a quick unboxing of the brand new NVIDIA SHIELD Android TV. It is now the beginning of 2020, just barely the beginning of 2020 by a couple of days. This came out here at the late end of 2019, so it really hasn't been that long, but I feel like I've been waiting for this thing for forever. I am super excited to be opening it and super excited to be sharing it with you guys here today. So I have personally owned every single version of the SHIELD TV that has come out since the first one back in 2015. Every release they have a couple of minor improvements and enhancements, but with this one, there was a big drastic change. The biggest thing that they changed was the form factor. I am super excited to be seeing how this thing looks, how it feels, and how it works. So first off, let's see what's inside the box. First thing we have is on the other side. We have the SHIELD itself, we have the remote, we have a power cable. It does not come with the HDMI cable. Just take note of that. If you're ordering this and you don't have a cable already, just make sure you order one at the same time. If you need a recommendation, we'll have one in the video description down below. As far as hardware goes, this comes with the NVIDIA Tegra X1 Plus processor. The previous revisions came with the Tegra X1 processor. This here is supposed to be 25% faster than this one was. It also comes with a 256-core NVIDIA GPU, Dolby Atmos and Dolby Digital Plus support. It comes with 2 gigs of RAM, 8 gigs of storage, micro SD expandability. It comes with an Ethernet port, supports Wi-Fi on the AC bands, and it has Bluetooth 5.0. For the remote control, it comes with Bluetooth plus IR control, has a mic for voice control, has backlit buttons, 2 AAA batteries that are included, and it has a remote locator. That's probably the one feature I'm most excited for with this new remote. So let's crack this box open and let's see what we have inside. First up, we have the remote and the SHIELD itself. And then here we have our power cable and the quick start guide, as well as a support guide. So as you can see, there are a couple of big changes, especially if you're comparing it to the previous versions. I mean, this here is what the old SHIELD looked like. This here is the 2017 model. The 2015 model was basically the same, just a little bit bigger. And then we go from that down to this here. So I'm not completely sold on the tube there, just for the reason you can see right there. But overall, I think that that will be okay, because honestly, I'm just going to stand it up like that, or I'm going to be setting it on the floor behind my TV stand, just so that I don't have to go anywhere. I'm going to put that behind my TV stand so that it's just sitting there on the floor. As far as connectability goes, here we have got a gigabit Ethernet adapter. We've got the power plug. And then here on this side, we have the HDMI port. We have a micro SD slot. And then we have a little button there. And I'm not sure what that button is, but I'm guessing it's the remote locator. Let's take a look at our quick start guide and see if it says. It also does not say anything in the support guide. So my guess is, yes, that's the remote locator. So maybe I won't be setting this on the floor. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with that differently. So as far as the remote goes, it's fairly straightforward. Here we have the power button, and then we have a settings button, and from what I understand, this is customizable, so you can set it to different functions. We have our directional pad, our OK button, we have our back button and our home screen button. We have a fast forward button, a play pause button, a rewind button, a microphone, a speaker volume, and then a Netflix button. I'm not sure that I'm a big fan of the Netflix button. I'm hoping that is also customizable, and I wish that it was just a button without the Netflix logo, because I don't use Netflix. I'd rather it just, I don't even know what I'd rather it be, but I'd rather it be something other than Netflix. So this remote does allow you to change the batteries, and I didn't see any instructions on how to change that. Oh, there is an arrow right here, so I'm guessing I push on that, maybe. Well, either I have weak girly hands or something else is going on here, because I am not getting that thing to move. But from the arrow indicator, I'm guessing that this is supposed to move down and that the batteries are inside. Oh, there we go. Hold on, I got it. That was a very tight fit. So yes, there are your AAA batteries so that you can keep this thing powered. And holy cow, that thing was a pain to get off. Please don't make fun of me and my weakness. But it goes on much easier than it came off. But all these buttons are backlit. They're not turning on right now. I imagine it's probably just because it's not connected to the SHIELD. But once I get that set up, we will test it out and we should be good to go. So one of the features I'm most excited for is the 4K HDR and the AI upscaling. So what that means is that this natively supports 4K HDR. So if your content is already in 4K, you're going to be watching it on this, and if your TV supports 4K, so content and TV both have to support it, but as long as they both have it, then you're going to be watching in 4K on your TV. Now let's say you're watching an old DVD or an old streaming video or whatnot, it only puts out in 720p. This here is going to take that 720p movie and it's going to use this AI upscaling and it's going to turn it into a 4K video. I've watched a couple of NVIDIA's demos, and from what I can tell, it looks like it's going to deliver. And I'm super excited for that because I have a lot of old movies that aren't in 4K or even in 1080p, and I can't wait to see how it works with those. So as far as unboxings go, I feel like we've pretty much limited what we can do here. I'm pretty excited for it, if you guys can't tell. The one thing I'm a little bit cautious on is the fact that I have this little tube here that's going to be rolling all over the place. I'm going to have to find a way to keep that anchored. Not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but I'll figure out something. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions, or you have anything you want me to try out on this shield before I get it up and do the actual review, please hit us up in the comment section down below, and we'll definitely do what we can to include that in the final review video. If you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more like it, please remember to give us a thumbs up and to share it with your friends. And as always, just want to tell you guys thank you for watching, thank you for all your support, and you all have an awesome day.